over in the mirror, and I believe this one's another one by Nicola Methvin. Good morning to you all out there. It's Tuesday, and sadly, yeah, we're scheduled to work this Saturday. We'll see if it pans out or not. So far, I think they're betting we've worked one scheduled one out of the last 4 months. But we'll have to see, because you never know. Okay. Some interesting key things here. A lot of people have been asking the question about the centenary as to why Tom Baker was not in it. And I was just reading this article over there, and it said Chibnall did ask Tom Baker to participate, but he said sadly Tom was not available. But the key thing that comes later, if you scroll down through that article, Chibnall said, quote, Chibnall said he had not invited back any of the post-reboot doctors because of things that are being planned for next year's 60th anniversary. Okay, why did the master put Rasputin in all those paintings? Because, to put it bluntly, the master's an egotistical dick. Also, like most serial killers out there, and as well as psychos or whatnot, he wants people to know what he's doing. You see, he can't help himself. Look, I did this. The one sure thing that should have explained it was later in the episode when he does that little broadcast. He goes, "I am the doctor and I did this." That's the master. That's how he is. Also, like I said, a lot of the world's really burnt out crazies have always wanted to, some say it's almost like they want to be caught because of their behavior, things they do and whatnot. So that shouldn't have been a surprise. I love the line, "Sorry, I don't look good in robes," or something. I never liked robes or something like that. So I was so glad they put him into this costume. For Paul McGann. So that's why. Well, William Hartnell would deliberately fluff his lines sometimes, because back in the day when they were filming the show, they filmed it as live. They didn't break it into segments. They didn't do this part here, this part there. They would film each bit in order. And what happened was they would be filming for, God knows how long, and finally he just had to have a break. So sometimes he would just deliberately shout out a dirty word. Now, a lot of it, though, was due to his arteriosclerosis. But there were times when he just wanted a break, so he would deliberately fluff his lines. So he was a crafty old bird. Because the way they filmed it all the way up towards the Troughton era, when everybody decided to kind of go on strike, look that up. Because we're talking they'd almost get, very little vacation time, very little time off, things like that. So that's why Tom Baker was in it. Tom Baker was not available. That's why the post-reboot Doctors was not in it. Sorry, I went off on a track there, but because it says right there, Chibnall said because of things that are being... Okay, why were they old? This was explained back in Time Crash. Also, you have to remember, the way they did it with the hologram thing, they were seeing the Doctor as they expected to see the Doctor in their timeline. Now, what's going on with Susan Carol Ann Ford, I do not know. But it would be kind of awkward to have her there in that meeting at the end, given the fact that Susan was left in the year 2150, 2160. It was weird enough. A lot of people are going, why the hell why was Mel there? Did she run off with Sabalam Glitz? I'm sure an opportunity presented itself later down the line where she was able to get home. I know, me personally, myself, I was really, really happy to see, Ian Chesterton there. What a lot of people, like I said, don't realize is Ian Chesterton was supposed to come back in Modern Undead. And sadly, it didn't work out, and that's why Nicholas Courtney stepped in to fill the gap. Which he did brilliantly, of course, because that's Nicholas Courtney. But exactly, yeah, like they said in this one article, it's not like they expected to have him running around and, doing it. Come on, the man's nearly 100 years old. Chameleon's dead. So that would have been a little peculiar. That's very true also. It could be his last appearance on Doctor Who. We don't know. But it was nice that they got him back on the main show. Because if I remember correctly, other than Susan, Carole Ann Ford, I think the only other person who came back from that era was, of course, Barbara Wright, as played by, oh great, now I'm blanking. It happens. It'll hit me in about 5 minutes. Great. I love it. I blinked on a name. That's bad. All right. Played by, all right, am I going to screw this up? Jacqueline Harris? Sorry, it's been a while since I've looked at that here. Tell me if I got it completely wrong, okay? But she reappeared in Meglos, which wasn't exactly one of the Fourth Doctor's most memorable episodes, but she wasn't even playing Barbara. Okay? So, well, the Master always has a backup plan. Here's the thing. Victoria was played by, give me a minute. Zoe's Wendy Padbury. Victoria was played by, great, now you're taxing my brain this early in the morning. Somebody look that up for me. The young lady who played Victoria passed away, didn't she? The lady who played Victoria passed away. No, I thought Maureen O'Brien was, what do you call it? Who wound up back in Roman times. Great, now I'm going to smack myself on the head. This is a name I should know, but it's like this early in the morning. Thank you, Deborah Watling. Yeah, thank you. That's what I see. I should have known that. I'm getting old. Yeah, Maureen O'Brien played Vicky. Yep, and that's the original jacket, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Deborah Watling's no longer with us, and I don't think they wanted to try to do a recast. A lot of people are speculating about the empty chair being for Sarah Jane Smith, but if you look closely, there's a tablet sitting on that chair. There's an open laptop, which kind of makes me wonder. Oh yeah, I suspect, yeah, if Deborah Watling was still with us, she'd have been there. But oh yeah, Annika Wills, yeah, that's another thing I couldn't figure out is why she wasn't there, or Peter Purvis either. But oh well, Ah, okay. I'm trying to keep up on the chat here. It's going like crazy. Yeah, so yeah, if you next time you see that picture where they're in the support group, take a close look at that chair, because I could swear I saw an open laptop sitting on it. Which kind of makes you wonder who that is. Because a lot of people were just assuming that it's an empty chair in honor of Sarah Jane Smith. But I don't know why, but when I look at that chair, I see something standing up and it looks like a laptop. I never even thought of that. Could be Ryan. We'll find out hopefully later on, or maybe they just decided to leave it open, or we'll find out later. But I just thought it was intriguing because like they said, he didn't ask any of the post-reboot doctors to appear because of the fact that things that are going to be going on in the 60th. By the way, you're all in good company. Guess who flip-flopped again? Ian Levine gave Power of the Doctor a 10 out of 10. One of the original people to post Rest in Peace Doctor Who 1963 to 2017. Yeah, but that's what's being assumed about the empty chair, okay? There were a lot of other people who were, passed on. They didn't get an empty chair, but I know Sarah Jane's very special to all of us. They've done it before. Like I said, I could have swore that the Doctor's clothes changed, and when he went from Hartnell to Troughton. Why they decided to do that, I don't know. It could be because Jodie's costume was unavailable when they came in to film Tennant's part. Or for the sake of convenience. Now, a lot of people, of course, been speculating for months that it's the toy maker did this. But the thing is, it was kind of explained in the episode. Forced regeneration has, unforeseen consequences. Yeah, maybe it was Luke. I didn't even think about that. Maybe he was just unavailable. They were hoping to insert him there. Why the hell anybody would put a stereo on a motorcycle, I'm still trying to figure out. Because unless you have that thing broadcasting loud enough for space aliens to hear it out in Alpha Centauri, you're not going to hear it over the engine at a Harley Davidson. But oh well. But yeah, keep your eyes on Twitter, Facebook, and all that. Because there's a lot of pictures that are coming out now that were not seen before, the episode aired. So, a lot of good pictures out there now. Well, folks, I got to get running. I just looked at the time. Please be kind, be calm, be safe. Take care of each other out there. Enjoy your Tuesday, and hopefully we'll see you all again in the future. Take care, everyone.